Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man, Legacy Prince.
I am CEO AALIYAH.
And it's your boy, DJ B4EY.
Yes, sir. It's the Fresh Leftovers Radio Show, and we got a special guest in the building. The resume is too deep.
Hey, man, that man been doing stuff.
Billionaire mogul. Another one. Got another one, DJ. What's up? Billionaire
on his 1 million station.
1 million station. His 25th Bentley. Don't forget the Bentley now.
Can't forget the B.
His 32nd Maybach.
Hold on.
Hey, let me
How
find
long
out.
you been married?
How long I been married?
Yeah.
Right now, 17 years.
17 years
17
of marriage.
years of marriage.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, we got, the CEO of Indie One Radio.
In the building.
As I said, the mogul, the OG, the triple OG, the founder of the Gospel Hip Hop Awards.
You did.
We got Mr. Jay Williams in the building.
Yep.
What's poppin', man?
I'm chilling, bro. How you?
Man, I am good, man. I'm super excited to have you here,
Man.
first and foremost.
Man, I made it big time. I'm on the Leftover Show. What?
Yeah, that's
Now
right.
I'm
out.
official.
Cut it out.
Now you hearing it here first.
Cut it
now
out.
I am official.
Cut it out.
No
You
cap,
know,
no
I made it
cap.
to the Leftover. Yo,
Cut it out.
No cap,
it's
though.
on and popping. I'm telling you.
So listen, I got a serious question I want to ask you, and I want a real response, right? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. How are you? How's your spiritual energy? How's the mental? How are you feeling? How are you?
Man, I'm overexcited. I'm overblessed. Man, I just feel like when God poured out blessings on me, it just wouldn't stop.
I feel that
No.
because we sometimes we fail to check on our strong friends.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I really was feeling. I was like, God, how should we whoop whoop whoop? And he was just like, yo, ask him how he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you do a lot. You do a lot,
I mean,
bro.
this
You do
man
a lot.
This man do radio, TV, put on award shows.
Everything.
Then you just get your degree,
Yeah, my
Doctorate.
doctor.
doctorate degree.
Don't forget
Congratulations on
Appreciate it,
that.
Oh,
sir.
man, I forgot to put that in the intro, man.
Appreciate it.
Dr. J. Williams, my bad.
Shoot, my bad, brother. My
fault,
bad.
my
You know
fault.
what? No disrespect. You know. My bad.
Nah, it's all
Right,
good.
right, man. So what you been up to, man?
Just grinding, man. Trying to bring something different to this industry, to this world we call industry. You know, and letting them see some new talent out here. Because me personally, being in radio and everything, I'm tired of seeing the same people doing the same thing, getting the same accolades, and it's a whole nother generation of young people that's coming up that's about to bring and change the game. So just trying to really give them that platform, man, to make it happen.
So where did the inspiration come from for the Gospel Hip Hop Awards? Because it's big, it's big, and I see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Where did the inspiration for that come from?
Basically, like I said, doing the radio and being involved with radios and different concerts, events, and I see some other major platforms where they don't really acknowledge the gospel hip hop. They don't acknowledge quartet. They don't acknowledge choirs. They just put 20 dudes that's killing the industry all on one platform together for 3 minutes and talk on we representing hip hop. That don't represent gospel hip hop to me.
Yeah.
Right.
So when I start seeing people like Canton Jones, Bizzle, Tripley, Andy Mineo, Tadashi, all these cats doing one song in 3 minutes, that's our hip hop. What? So
Yeah.
so
Oh, wow.
to me, it was like a disrespect, you know. So I was like, man, you know what? Not only did I want to start the whole hip hop award show, I said I wanted to give them a platform so when we do the award show, it's going to make sense. So start the hip hop station, Tap Radio, and then start the first ever internet BDS chart for gospel hip hop. So then from there, it made sense for the hip hop artists to now have their own lane to chart where they don't have to compete with Kirk Franklin's, Mary, all these other people out here.
Right,
gospel
right.
hip hop got their own chart now.
Yeah.
So
That was big.
That's
when,
fine.
when that came, I was last year, correct?
Yeah.
That was super big. I saw
Right before the
everybody.
Hip Hop Awards.
Yes, sir. Talk about the Hip Hop Award show, man. What does it take to put on something this big? Because it's not little. It's big. It's
Yeah.
huge. It's a lot of work. I mean, a lot of time to put into it.
Facts.
I think last year towards the end, I thought you was gonna fall over for real, because it looked like you were just too tired, bro. Talk
Dude.
about how much work it took.
I don't think people really understand it because, again, when I do the Hip Hop Awards, it's not really for Jay Williams because I'm not a hip hop artist. So I'm really doing it for the independent artists. And that's why when I have major cats, I don't have a lot of, if you notice any of my award shows, it's not flooded with all majors.
That's right.
I have about 2 or 3 majors, but majority of it is the independent artists that's up and coming. So when I put people on the platform with these major artists, I don't just want the major artists are coming in like, yo, we got another award show, we doing this, we doing that. I want our independent people to be encouraged like, yo, we just opened up for Marley, we just opened up for Jordan, we just opened up for these people, and now they get to put that on their resume. On top of that, they get to experience something that they would never experience in their life. Because if you go to Stellars, Rhythm of Gospel, anything like that, they're not going to give you that platform.
Nah.
And these guys has been out here for 30, 40, 50 plus years, but they're not going to do that for the independent artists. So one of the things that really just motivated me, man, was just really just looking at my independent artists, seeing the ones that's hungry, seeing the ones that's gifted, and just like with the charts, they would have never had a platform if we don't give them one. So my motto is, if they won't put me in our lane, we create our own. And that's just what we've been doing.
So you got it's a 3-day event this
2
year.
days.
It's 2 days?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
it was 3 last year?
Actually, it might be 3 days this year because it's so big. It got bigger than I thought it was going to be, to be honest with you, because when people seen, I didn't promote it like everybody else promote all their stuff. We got the same flyers going around for 4 or 5 months, and people just start overlooking it. So we just dropped, okay, here's the host of the Hip Hop Awards. Boom, we put Canton and Tweet. When people seen that alone, they started wilding like, what, Canton and Tweet? And then when Pastor John P. Key shared, I'm like, yo, it's official. Right? We made it. So yeah, when John P. Key was sharing on his Facebook and Instagram, I'm like, word? So he called me like, yo, nephew, I'm proud of you. I love what you're doing. And we just talked about some other stuff, man. But that was amazing for me. But then when they seen that, and I said, okay, I'm gonna let that ride for a minute. So I said, well, what can we do now? Now we're gonna hit them with the headliners. Then when they seen Marley on it, they was like, what?
Yeah,
so they was like, wait a minute, you got Marley? Yeah, they was like, hold up. So now it just got to the point where Miss Deb, she was like, yo, I gotta be a part of that show. You know, you gotta have me on it.
Wait. Miss Deb?
Waka Flocka mom will be in the building, bro. She's coming through, and then we got Mr. Eddie Levert Jr., the legend, bro. Eddie Levert Jr. was like, yo, I gotta come be a part of that. And I didn't even get to post it now, so you guys get an exclusive.
Hey.
Miss Kima from the group Total.
Oh, what? Come on,
She's coming through.
My favorite Total song.
Yeah, she's coming through, man. I got the picture to prove it. So she's coming through. It's gonna be, man, it's gonna be so crazy. So I'm praying that this one artist comes through. I don't know if she is or not, but Missy Elliott been inquiring of stuff about the Hip Hop Awards.
Man, if Missy comes,
bro, that's crazy.
Quiet!
Yo, I said if Missy Elliott come in that building, I'm grabbing every trash bag in the building and I'm blowing them up and I'm coming out there. But she been but on the real though, cause her and Tweet are like really best friends.
Yeah, I was looking that up. That's crazy.
When she seen that, she was like, she hit up John P. Key. John P. Key, the one who actually told me. He was like, well, you know, Missy Elliott's been acquired. I'm like, what? He said, yeah. And there's so many other major artists, man, that's just been talking about this Hip Hop Awards. And I'm kind of sad at the same time because the dude Archie, that got the song We Ready, the one that just passed.
He just passed.
He was going to be one of our guests at the Hip Hop Awards. And so he's been, man, when I tell you this dude was excited about the Hip Hop Awards, well, he was really like for real excited.
So you're pretty much tapped in. Tell me what do because I was on Clubhouse before and I was playing different music for secular some of these big cats in the industry. What do they think about it? Christian hip hop, gospel hip hop. What do they think about? What are their thoughts? If you talk to them, what are their thoughts about it? Because I mean, I know from what I've heard, they want to rock with it, but they don't know how to market it or use it. You know what I'm saying? Give me some insight on that.
The key of it is when I talk to those guys about the gospel hip hop, I don't really necessarily call it gospel hip hop.
Okay.
Because it's just hip hop, and it's just a different message.
Yeah.
So if you got Drake, you got Meek Mills, you got Rick Ross, you got whoever, it's all hip hop, but they just delivering a message different. So with the gospel, it's still hip hop, they just delivering a different message.
Yeah.
So it's just something that they see, and they see the positive part of it, because the biggest thing, honestly, most of them secular artists come from church.
Yeah.
Most of their background is church.
That's true.
Know what I mean? But it was just like what's happening. If you look at the churches now, what's happening to our youth, they're not being accepted.
Right.
So what happens are they start going to the streets. Then they become the secular artists.
Yeah.
And this ain't nothing new. This been happening for years.
It's a cycle, yeah.
You know, so you look at Anthony Hamilton, you got his cousins Jodeci, you got their cousin Fantasia, the whole family. Like, they just all come from church, but they all doing secular. So that's what's about to happen now if we don't grab a hold to our young people and really start showing them that, look, you ain't got to rock with Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion. Yo, we got Queen Lee in the building. So, we got people like that. Like, we got the Miss Days. We got the young females out here that's killing the game.
Yes, sir.
And they can bring a positive message to your daughters. You know what I mean?
Sir.
And I think that's what's needed. But the hip-hop artists, they really rock with that. Like, because most of them now are parents too.
Right.
They don't want their kids listening and doing all that twerking and all that. That's not what they want.
Right.
So they can get some dope music that their young kids can still make hot TikTok videos too and get positive messages. The hip hop art, they love that, man.
I've been seeing a lot of different artists' music doing dance routines. They've been creating dance routines to the music, like Mike Teasy joint.
Yeah.
That joint is
Mike
crazy.
Teasy cold,
No,
man.
he fine.
Mike Teasy coming? I don't know. We don't know. Okay. I'll try to slide it in.
He's in that and much more category. He's in that. He's in
You
that.
slid that in there real slick though. Like Teasy coming.
He pulling up. I don't know, man. I'm trying to get him to come down here for a minute.
Queen, what you got for us?
That's fine. Okay, so us as a crew, we recently went to a award show where we could tell it didn't have a lot of help. So I want to know from you. I want to know.
Dang. Facts.
What? You can tell it didn't have a lot of help. There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
He knows exactly what he's talking about.
So with that being said, how important is it to have a team around you when creating an event like this?
Sheesh.
To be honest with you, I don't have a team.
You don't?
Wow.
Nah, it's.
That's
I
why he
probably got
look like he falling asleep now.
It's like, nah, because the thing with me is nobody's gonna believe in your vision like you will.
Right.
And so you could get a team of people, and you can start with like 20 people, but by the time you get to the event, you're gonna be down to like 4 or 5.
That's true
I mean,
too.
so my team, actually, I don't have a team per se, but the people that I grab hold to that want to really get involved, it's probably like 5 people, 4 or 5 people. But 95% of what you guys seen is happening with me. So all the marketing, promotion, management, getting venues, paying this, paying that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have sponsors. I don't have none of that. And it's just like, because I believe in it that much. You know what I mean? And so when I see other award shows, I see people that struggles, and I'm like, I wish they would have asked for help. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because I was on a clubhouse meeting with some other people that had these other CEOs of award shows that's been out for like 13 plus years. And they was like, well, Jay, I don't know about that hip hop. You know, it's gonna be good. You know, that's for them people. But we do this, and we got a team of 30 people, and our budget is like 30 grand. And I'm like, you've been doing it for how long? 15 years. And what's your budget? 30 grand. That's it? They was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, all right. All right.
I mean,
So
30, you could do it.
that just showed me my budget. This is only my second year of gospel hip hop, and I don't spend probably over 30 grand.
Easy.
Seriously, like.
Them trophies alone.
Facts.
Yo,
Like,
that
for real.
trophy was bad, yo.
But that's the thing, though. When you want people to really do what you're doing, and you want people to appreciate what you're doing. If, like I said on the meeting last night, I can expect artists to fly all the way to ATL and give them a $5 and below award.
Right.
When they paying for hotels, rental cars, all that, you
look.
can't, because
yeah.
it makes the artist feel like you don't really appreciate their gift and their value. So with me, my biggest thing was like, yo, anybody that get an award from this, they gonna move everything else off the counter, and they gonna put that award on that mantle. Like, that's how I want them to feel, because then what happens is the people start working with you,
Go ahead and move this.
not against
So
you.
good.
But it just makes people work with you and not against you, because they can see where your vision, they can see where you're going, they can see what you want to do.
Right.
So again, with this being my second year, you know, I had Can last year on the show. He was like, yo, bro, I want to rock with you with this. Like, I'm like, come on, man, you ain't got no time for me. He was like, yo, bro, Jay, yo, for real, like, y'all know K. Joe. I ain't gonna say what he said, but, you know, come on. Yeah, I wanna, all right, bro, you got it. But, yeah, it's just like, again, when you see these cats like that, and what really made me appreciate and know that God was doing something great, it's not even me, that God was doing something great this year, is when I got this stamp and approval from Lecrae. When Lecrae was like, yo, I wish, because to let y'all know, Lecrae supposed to be one of my headliners this year. But
For real?
yeah, but
crazy.
he couldn't do it because of conflict with schedule.
Okay.
Makes sense.
But that's what took us so long to put out our flyer with our headliners.
Gotcha.
So it would have been Lecrae, Marley, and Corinne Hawthorne. That was my lineup.
Oh.
But,
That would have been crazy.
yeah, but because of other award shows trying to go against the hip hop award show, they wouldn't let Corinne do it because of the contract. So that's why Corinne's not on it.
Stop playing.
But yo, it's a lot of politics with this award show stuff, man. And I'm like, yo, this 2 years deep and they threaten already. They in trouble next year.
Oh yeah. Wait till
They in trouble next year. I'm already on 2023.
Oh wow,
Like,
crazy.
That's vision though.
This is
Serious.
just waiting for.
Well, I noticed even last year, right, and even this year, there was a lot of artists that was on the ticket. People that you know that was voting. Do you feel like the Gospel Hip Hop Awards get the type of support that it should from like mainstream or like from a lot of these artists that's out here? Do you feel like they support it like they should?
Nah, not yet.
Why you think?
I think people got to see things happen first. Because, you know, like it was mentioned earlier, if you go to other events and they're not successful or the presentation is not on point, it kind of make you as an artist kind of leery about getting behind something because you want to see it really manifest and see the success behind it. And then they can get behind it. But I think by next year, after this year, I think they all gonna want to get behind it. So this year, it got to another level for sure. Last year, I only gave out 32 awards. This year, I got about 60 plus awards to give out.
Dang. How long is it?
Yeah, that's why it's a 2-day event.
Okay.
So
What days we on?
yeah, Friday and Saturday, May 20th and 21st.
You gotta cut them over.
Because what happened was this year I wanted to bring something again different. So we got the international artists involved. So we got people coming actually from Africa.
Oh wow, that's big. That's
from
big.
Zambian, Africa, they'll be in the building. People coming from LA, from Birmingham, UK, everywhere, Texas, Florida, like they coming from everywhere.
Across the world.
Yeah, so I think by this time next year, I think they're gonna really put some respect on the Gospel Hip Hop Awards.
I'm a little bit conflicted on something you said, right? Because you're the only one driving the ship for the most part. Like, you don't think that's going to cause like some sort of burnout later on, or like you gonna get tired, like being the engine, being the steering wheel, being the gas pedal, being the clutch, being the transmission, the brake lights, the exhaust, being the windows, being the door. Like
I think what happens is, man, again, people got to see things moving first,
And then they go,
and then they jump aboard to help. Because what happened last year, when people seen things happening, it was like, yo, we want to get behind that. But we all know our people, and I hate to say it, people talk a good game.
Yeah.
But when it's time to get behind somebody else's vision, people don't really want to get behind it. So in order for this thing to really blow up, I think even with the Stellar Awards, a perfect example, when they started their Stellars, it wasn't as big as it is now.
Right.
But now Don Jackson, he walks in the room, he don't do jack. He don't say nothing. He just walks in there chilling, looking at the award show. Last year, I'm working at my award show.
Yeah, you was.
And so I'm like, I want to make sure that the artist's going to get what they're going to get. And one thing big about me, and I got to say this, if anybody pay a dime to invest in anything that Jay Williams is putting out, they're going to get $10,000 worth for that dime. And what I mean by that, even for this platform, I got a TV network coming all the way from LA. They filming Friday and they filming Saturday. Then they're going to air on over 200 streams worldwide. That's just on their platform. Then from in the 200 countries with them, when they're done, I'm putting on a Now Television network where everybody know my platform, 236 million viewers, 83 countries outside the USA. So that's after all this. So it's not with my event where it's a one-day event and that's it and it's under the rug. This thing's going on for a minute. So that's why it was important too. I wanted to make sure I had the cipher.
Oh, let's talk about the cipher real quick, because I know this is
man.
a thing that a lot of the promo just going out about it. What made you want to do a cipher, and what made you do a female and a male cipher?
Because I wanted them both to stand on their own. I didn't want to mix. Because
That's so good.
I feel like the female bring just as much heat as the men.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of time they get lost behind that.
Yeah.
Because they're in the shadows already as the gospel hip hop females. They're already in the shadow of the male hip hop. So it's like when you put them on their lane on their own, now they get to stand out and shine in the front. And nobody can block their vision or their view.
Did you choose these artists by any chance?
Myself and Chris McNair.
Oh, shout out to Chris.
Yeah,
Chris,
Chris,
man.
that's my
Shout out to
dude.
Chris,
Like
for
that's
real.
that's my dude
that's
for
a
real,
dude
for real.
right there, brother.
So yeah, we went through it, and I seen people, and I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work. I seen that, nah, that's not gonna work. So that's why even with the beat, like we was talking about earlier,
People like who?
Because I was going to say.
nah, it's just some females that they just not seasoned enough yet.
I got you. I always say female.
Because
What about males?
but like I said again, the biggest thing is in order for any other platform to take us serious, our presentation has to be serious.
I agree.
Know what I mean? And that's why I said last year, fellas, I love y'all to death, my bros for life. I can't have no underwear showing on my platform.
Fact.
Know what I mean? This is an award show, so we got to roll in excellence. So I can't have all that happening on my platform.
Nah, that's real,
because,
though.
again, when people heard about it last year, gospel hip hop is already tagged as a gospel thugs. Know what I mean? So people don't want to take us serious. So I'm not surprised, but I was surprised that a lot of these other platforms that have these events, none of those CEOs came to my award show. But they all stayed home and watched it online. They all seen the pictures. And now, from that day on, Jay Williams done won awards that I've been nominated for the last 4 years. They wouldn't give me that platform. Now they throwing them at me. You know what I mean? And so, because now they see it and they like, oh, they doing something different. Now, like I said, we got other platforms that want to bring the hip hop to them where they don't even acknowledge hip hop.
All right, man, we getting comfy now because I feel like that's some real cornball stuff.
Yeah.
Facts.
You want, and then the thing is, you want people to come to your stuff when you got your joint going on, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to go and support when somebody else got something going on.
Right.
And you never know what that could turn into. But
Facts.
And I hate the fact that the industry is like that because we're supposed to be kingdom. Right?
Supposed
we all
to.
supposed to be like, knitting together, you know what I'm saying? Working together for a bigger cause. You see what I'm saying? But you'd rather stay at the crib and then you're gonna send me an invite to come to your joint. No, you ain't come to mine. And this,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I really feel like that's some real cornball stuff, and I hate when the kingdom operates like that because it's just like that's not a good representation of who we're like our purpose here and what we're supposed to be doing. You feel me?
Definitely.
And I'm gonna go off of. I'm pretty sure some of them have known you for a little while. So they should know what your work ethic's like. You know what I'm saying? What you're willing to accept and how you go about doing your just executing anything. So I'm a little disappointed in at least one or two persons not showing up. But it's cool because we showed up. We showed up.
I'm not.
You're not disappointed?
I'm not disappointed. The reason why I say that because I'd rather for the fake people to stay home.
Okay.
Let the real people come out, and that's really going to appreciate it. You know what I mean? And so what happened last year, it opened up a window of the people that I was looking for, and you got to be careful what you pray about. Because when you pray for God to delete certain people out your life that shouldn't be there, but you still trying to hold on to them.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of times it's like, okay, I'm looking for these people to come out and support me, but behind the wall, they not really supporting you anyway. Know what I mean? So for them not showing up, God sent a whole new crew of media people there last year. We had BET was in the house last year.
Okay.
We had people from Impact TV. We had people from Reach Records. We had people from the Stellars and people from the Doves who was all in that building last year. They didn't even tell me they was coming. I didn't know who they were. Just came. So the people that I was looking for was on a certain level, but God sent a whole new crew of people that's on a higher level.
He sent the Avengers, boy.
And so that's the thing. Fact. But on the real though, that's what's needed. So I think again, with the way that things are happening this year, man, God is doing something different. And I think that a lot of us can't work together because a lot of people are not on your level. And some people try to bring you down if you're trying to advance. They see you advancing too much, they're not going to really support you. I mean, so again, I'd rather them stay home.
Crazy.
So,
I think sis has something.
oh my bad, sis. I apologize. I ain't looking at
You do it often, it's fine.
Boom! You got that gunshot sound? Shot fired? No.
You're so annoying. Anyways, so was there any type of critiques or anything from last year that made you do things differently this year?
Dang, see, that's what I'm
Great
Definitely.
question, sis, because it was
Definitely.
hot last year.
I ain't gonna talk about that on
That's
air.
not his fault, though.
I'm gonna talk about that off of air.
Okay, that's not his
But,
fault.
Nah, one thing there's a few things that happened last year that kind of made everything the way it was last year.
Okay.
And one of them was, I'll say it, I don't care. One of it was the sound person supposed to be in there at 10:30. I put contracts. I have paperwork in place.
I know.
So he supposed to be in for sound check from 10:30 to 12. They didn't show up for sound check till 12:15. So
Dang.
when they got to church at 12:15, we all in the parking lot at 10:30 in the morning waiting to get in. We couldn't get in until they came and opened the door. So
Was it
by that
12:15?
point, by
That's
12,
terrible.
they came at 12:15. Our sound check was been over at 12, so people can go back to their rooms, come back for red carpet at 3 o'clock. Our sound check can get done till about 2 o'clock, and then because most people, for some odd reason, I had the links up to stay in a hotel 6 minutes away. Some people were staying downtown Atlanta, midtown Atlanta. So when they was trying to get back in traffic, they got back to the award show late.
Yeah.
So that's why we ended up starting late. So what happened was the way it was set up, while we had the red carpet 3 to 5, people supposed to be on the stage at 4 o'clock. And they had that whole hour to do pretty much like a pre-show, 4 to 5. So our 4 to 5s didn't get on stage so after 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it pushed a lot of things back,
Yeah.
big time. So one of the things I learned definitely this year is not a lot of artists on it performing. So it may be 8 to 9 artists per night.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
At the most, I think it's probably 10 because we have some extra people that, want to be seen. But
how you go about vetting your artists that are performing?
Man, look.
Because some of
That's it.
some of them, man, whoo.
That's why, again, we supposed to have the pre-show from 4 to 5.
Right, that's what that was supposed to be for.
So they would have been up there at 4 to 5. And then by 5 o'clock,
Oh, that make a lot of
it
sense.
would have been a whole other situation.
That make a lot of
So
sense.
that's where it's supposed to went down last
So
year.
you still trying to show love? I mean, I'm saying you're still showing love for the pre-show for the artists there who didn't get who can't really hit the main stage.
Now it makes sense.
That make a lot of sense.
See, a lot of information we didn't have.
But
Glad we know
so
that.
it was a lot of different things, man, behind the scenes, and that's why people didn't know what was really happening. And so one of the biggest thing about our people is everybody and their mama knew it was a ticketed event. A lot of people ran in the building for free. Know what I mean? So when you having events like this and you trying to get people to really get behind what you're doing, it just takes a lot. So if you look at trying to put stuff together, this year is a whole different situation.
You got security this year.
I got my real security squad, licensed to carry. The smallest dude is 6'5".
Oh.
Smallest dude.
You got them Suge Knight.
We got the real policeman at the door.
It's crazy.
Like, for real, like it's a whole nother situation.
Different squad.
So yeah, it's gonna be on a whole nother level this year.
I'm excited.
I got a question. I know we nominees and stuff. Do we?
No cap. Like, do we gotta get a ticket? Because we nominees.
Yeah, you gotta get a ticket.
Yeah,
you got to.
You gotta support.
I'm saying, but on the real,
Gotta buy my ticket.
I'm saying because on the real, this thing, I don't have sponsors. And that's a part that I be trying to get people to see. It's like when I go to Stella's and I go to these other platforms, and they got sponsors. Their high seats are $50 at the Stella's. To be on the floor, you paying $250. Now, I mean, when I go to some of these other, I'm not going to name them, these other award shows, they lowest price is like $75 to like $150, and they don't have no headliners. Then there's some other award shows you go to that got events every day of the week. Their tickets are literally $75 for each event, and they got 3 events a day. And each one is $75 to get it, no headliners. So my thing was like, look, and like I said the other day, if I'm giving artists, even if they're not performing, you have a chance to come into a building full of radio stations, magazine people, TV people, record labels for $50 a night. And now I have it set up where you pay $50 if you want to come for one day. It's $85 if you want to come for both days. Okay. So you get to bring all your material, do whatever you want, network market for $85. Where can you get that at?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Know what I mean? And that's why I try to get artists to realize it's like when you in a platform in an area full of major people, major players that's really doing what we all trying to do, and you only got to pay $85 to have 2 days. I don't think cats can beat that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Because Marley ain't free.
I know.
And that church sure ain't free.
I know.
Ooh, you got the same spot?
Yeah.
The setup was that was dope.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you got security this shit because we was show that crew that walked up in there with no ticket. All
So
of
you
us.
owe me for this.
Time out.
You owe me for y'all hearing it here first on Leftover. They owe me for this year and last year. He like cut.
I paid for everybody.
You did?
I paid for everybody, and I didn't get asked for a ticket at the door. I was just like, dang, I could have just walked in here. Yeah, I took care of the whole squad.
It was a lot that I'm telling you, it was so much that went down last year, but Lord knows it would not be nothing like that this year.
Facts.
At all.
That's real.
Dang, I owe you. I'm sorry.
So Legacy say he paid.
Can I just throw one thing out there?
Go ahead, for real, do it.
To all my rappers, my MCs, whatever you want to call yourself.
Oh shoot.
If you performing that day, only you and one other person can get in for that price that you paid for. If you come in with 30 dudes or 40 people, the rest of them got to pay. I just got to throw that out there.
So what? One last question. I'm sorry. What day is the cipher? Is that the first day or the second day, or do you know yet? Great. Okay, I need to know that.
I'm paying for mine.
Because I need to tell my friends, like, hey, just put in for the second day because they want to come see me, so I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, just pay for the second day, don't pay for the
Nah.
We don't all got Bentleys.
They need to come. They need to come both days.
Spend that 85.
I'm telling you,
man.
they need to come both days.
You know, you get.
It's not even honestly. It's not even about the money. It's just about the experience they go see.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I mean? And it's like I told somebody just the other day when I look at Beyonce. And this goes back to what you said earlier about the unification. When I look at people like Beyonce and Jay-Z who's touring and they both making $1 million each per show. The top gospel artists making about 40 to 50,000 if they lucky and been out there for 20 plus years. Beyonce don't have to put out another song the rest of her life. Why is it people like Fred Hammond, the Clark Sisters, Kirk Franklin, all them cats still trying to get shows? Because the gospel is the only genre of music that have mad entities under it, but nobody won't work together. So if you look at the pop music, you look at rock and roll, you look at country, you look at jazz. But when you see gospel, you got gospel, traditional, contemporary, gospel hip hop, gospel reggae, urban gospel. You got all these genres of gospel, but they don't want to work together.
Right.
And so when you look at the platforms that we put together, that's why the gospel artist is not making the money because they don't want to invest in nothing. Well, that's another topic.
I always had this question. How do you go about selecting the people that you have for the different categories of the actual show?
As far as performance?
Well, not just performance, but like even people in other categories like awards. Like you got the Trailblazer Award, you got best, radio show, you got this, you got that, best urban, you got best Caribbean. Like, how do you go about selecting? Like, because I know you can't keep up with all of that. That's a lot.
What happens is most people get nominated by other people, or they nominate themselves, and then that's how we get the ones in different categories. But then when it comes down to the Trailblazers and Living Legends, it's people that I look at in the industry and I watch, and I just see them really moving and making some noise in the industry, and not just myself, but I look to see who other people respect in the industry. And so like with Living Legends, most of my Living Legends, they've been in the industry for like 30 plus years, and they all got crazy resumes.
Yeah.
Like where you be like, and then but honestly on the real, one of the things that made me really want to start honoring those guys now is in the last few years, I've been looking at how many people we've been losing in the industry, and people just been dropping left and right in the industry. And so it's like nobody really acknowledged them until people are dead and gone.
Yeah.
Then everybody want to throw flowers at them.
Gotcha.
So my thing was like, let's give flowers to these people now while they're alive and can receive it and appreciate it. You know what I mean?
So what is the category for the Trailblazer Award? Because I know last year, well, not the category, but the criteria. Because I know last year you gave it to Kenton Jones.
Yeah.
Right?
K-Cho.
This year you got a couple of people. So like, what is the criteria for that? Because I was a little bit confused by, when I was thinking Trailblazer, and I saw that Kenton Jones got it last year, and how he's paved such a dope way for so many people.
Facts.
I was just like, I saw some of the names on the Trailblazers this year. I was just like, I don't really see how it translates.
Yeah, well, 1K Few has been like the one that Reach Records are passing the torch to. And it wasn't even for that. It's just been watching the generation of people that he's been touching and reaching at a young age. Okay. So even like our young boys and all of them, like we all know Kenton Jones and we'll know the other ones, but they know like a 1K Few and these younger dudes. So it's like they want to do something positive based off of what they see these other young people doing. Okay. And so with him being in the industry and then watching him for the last few years, if you look at a lot of those CDs that came out with Anthony Brown, Erica Campbell, and the list goes on and on, they was all featuring 1K Few.
Yep.
That was carrying the torch of the gospel hip hop. Now I mean between him, Lecrae, but it's really been a lot of Few on a lot of these features. So for the last few years, I've just been sitting back watching. Now I mean, then people with Scott Free. Of course, everybody knows Scott Free. I mean, his resume speaks for itself, and all the stuff he's been doing for all these years and stuff that he do for so many gospel hip hop artists in the industry. And then we got Teddy P, who's a super producer. Teddy P work in the industry speaks for itself again. Yes. And then it's funny because recently, I think 3 weeks ago, He just won 3 BMI awards.
Yep.
Know what I mean? So again, that speaks volume for you to win BMI awards. What?
Yeah.
And so it's like just looking at the people that we've been honoring on this platform to now see these other people honoring these same people, that shows that we're on the right path.
Flowers,
yeah. And so I just think people like that, when I look at stuff of Trailblazers, it's people that's not just doing this or doing a little noise, but they're actually in it. I mean, they hardcore, they touring, they moving around, they making hits on the radio, they doing stuff with, like they're just making ruckus in the industry.
Got you.
Yeah.
I actually like that.
Sis, what
How
you
you
got?
put it, man?
You are. Go ahead.
She was like,
She's like, nothing. I'm sleepy.
No, I'm not good.
So, go ahead.
You got it, EY.
No, so Jay, again, I know you said you're working on 2023 right now. Are you gonna keep it there? That's gonna like the home place, the home base for what you're doing. Or are you planning on moving it to something?
I'm on a whole different venue for next year.
Something like a stadium or something.
It's gonna be fire.
It's not gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fire. I can't speak on it yet.
Okay.
But actually, I would have been there this year. But what happened? One of the things that happened. Again, this all goes back to people and working together. I had people that promised to financially get behind this event
This year,
mm-hmm. And then when it came time for them to put the money up,
COVID.
they can't do it. Nah, it was no COVID. They just reneged.
That's what I know.
I mean, and so again, that's why I said when you're working with a lot of people that'll promise you this and promise you that, then they don't do their part. So it kind of makes you and it leads you to do it on your own. Know what I mean? So that was one of the things when I started seeing like, okay, and then I base things off of what they promised they was gonna do for me. You know, I'll do this, I'll do that. Okay, so I'm gonna handle this, I'll do that. And I let them know where the finances was going. But I think when people see you, one thing a prophet told me was, you can never expect people to really get behind you or really help you because they want to be you.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
And then when they want to be you, they're not going to really see you success because they're going to tell you they're going to help you. Then when you get up there and ready, they want to really see you fail.
Pull back the seat.
Yeah, so it's like people set me up and they thought they was going to set me up financially to make things happen. And if I pull this from under them, it's not going to happen. Know what I mean? And so what God was like, nah. Talk to God about like, okay, God, we in this too deep now. I can't go back now. And we just making it happen.
Okay.
Sheesh. You mentioned the network, TV networks again. Can you reiterate that? Because again, I don't think some artists don't know about a lot of platforms that are out there. And you're here in Atlanta, in the city of Atlanta, well, in the state of Georgia, in Atlanta, and you have all these platforms for us to market, use, radio. Talk about that again. Like how important you feel that you have to have this many things going on for that.
I will definitely answer that, but I just want to say one thing real quick. Artists need to really know how to market and brand themselves.
Facts.
And I have to say that because, as I said in another place last night, it's sad when you're looking for an artist and you go on their page and you can't even tell that they're an artist because there's nothing on their page showing you that they're artists. So if I'm going on somebody's page and they just got TikTok videos up, or they doing the electric slide thing, or they doing that new glide junk or whatever, but then they got brand new singles out and you don't even know they got a song out. Know what I mean? Because they're not promoting or marketing their song. They'll do somebody else cover tracks. They'll do a Chris Brown or they'll rap somebody else's verse, but they're not rapping their own. So it's hard to really market and brand somebody who don't market and brand themselves. But, one of our platforms, we got, that's coming to the award show. We have a platform called Just Faith TV. They're based out of LA. Again, they shoot in over 200 countries, including Africa and different places as well. So they're going to be some of the stuff that we're using to promote everything that happens Friday and Saturday. They're going to play it on their 200 plus countries. And then we'll be putting it on the Now Television Network with 236 million viewers, 83 countries outside the USA. And with the radio part, I'm honored to announce, starting 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, the first ever gospel hip hop station will be on Sirius XM.
Whoa!
With my family,
my brother.
With my family, Holy Culture. Shout out to my boy James Trigg. And every Saturday at 12 p.m. the J. Wilm Show will be on there. My hip hop show called The Underground will be on there. So again, that's another platform that what I do for artists that participate in J. Wilm stuff, I bless them in ways that nobody else would do. So not only are I putting them on Tap Radio and helping them on the BDS internet chart, now I'm putting them on the Sirius XM platform. And I got another platform that I didn't even talk about yet that's going to be major. So we're doing things that other people are not doing.
Tough.
Just digging deep, man.
Tough. So listen, Jay Will, man, I want to keep you any more longer than you already have been here. But you're a special guest tonight, and we got a segment that we like to do called Explain That Post. Right? So what we do, we do a deep dive on social media.
Let's get it.
Pull up some cool stuff.
Let's get it.
And we need some explanations, sir.
Let's
don't look yet. Selena, let me know when you ready. All right, cool. So look.
I feel like it's about to be hilarious.
Yeah. They don't even know about this, brother. We're going to pull this one up. Let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead. I don't know if you can see it, brother. It's a little small.
You got to blow that one up, brother.
It's a little small. It won't. That's the size of it on Instagram.
Thank God for the pass.
Hey, you know who you look like?
Where you was headed to, man?
I was actually at the Stellars in Nashville.
What year was this?
Man, I don't even know.
You know who you look like?
Who you look like?
Just Ray.
Who's
Just the
Ray?
glasses. With the glasses. You don't know Just Ray.
You probably don't know.
Just because the glasses in the suit, bro.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Let's go back a little bit
picture
further.
of
Let's go back a little bit
Oh my
further.
God.
Man,
Thugging.
is that a beeper on the hip? I see. Let me.
Nah, that's my cell, man.
I'm about to say.
That's my cell. That's an iPhone 6, I think.
Oh, my fault.
They trying to play him, bro. People was gone back then, bro.
Now, that's actually when I first moved to ATL. That's like 10 or 11 years ago.
That's the V8.
And if you notice, the watch size has not shrunk. Look at what he got on now.
That's custom right there, though, bro. That's custom when he got on
Look at
right
what
there.
he got on now. Jesus.
Go ahead and show him one time, man. Show him on the camera. Put it up there, man. Humble. He trying to be humble.
You saw cover it up.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy, man.
Go to the next one. In nice way.
It's the fresh cut. It's the fresh cut for me. That cut was fresh.
Oh, man. See, now I'm about to get my wife when I get home because my wife, he catch me slipping. She was like, baby,
you
let me
asleep?
see. Nah, she was
I'm
like,
about to-
she said, let me see your haircut. So I took my hat off, and you can see her hand right there.
That
And
joint-
she like, let me see your haircut. I took it all clicked. And if you guys know, you barely catch a picture of me with no hat on.
I can tell.
Yeah,
That was clean, though, my man. What you doing?
All right, we gonna throw it back one more time.
funny.
Let's go to a throwback pick, man. When was this,
I know you was
brother?
at some event.
When was
No.
Yeah,
that?
you was sweaty. Look at your neck.
That was actually at the C Room, the old C Room.
Oh, okay.
It was
Back
a
on the south
concert.
side.
Yeah, it was a concert, and somebody was asking me to play drums for them during their concert. And I don't even know
sure
who I
do
was
play
playing
drums.
for. I don't even remember who I was playing for, but it was
Okay,
mad
okay.
hot up in there. We ended up doing like
Do
a
you
whole
still play?
hour set.
Yeah, he still
You
can play.
do?
He got up and
played
played
bass too,
the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you playing recently.
Oh, he played that.
When Ken Jones and them were doing it, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
The same
yeah.
event.
He got up in the drums. I was like,
whoa.
And the Gospel Hip Hop Awards?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, you
It
should
was
pay somebody for
some
that.
other tour,
was a
Wave It,
tour.
something.
Yeah, Wave It.
Oh, yeah. That's when me and you was hosting.
Yeah. Yep. Sergio said, man, get on the drums. I'm like, no. He was like, get on the drums. I'm like, nah. He's like, man, get up. I'm like, all right, sir.
All right.
That's hilarious, man.
All right, cool. Where you was going in this one, man? Is it gonna pull up?
I don't know.
that.
come
Don't
on,
do-
Vic.
Where you was headed to in this one, man? Can't even tell. It's shrunk.
I think it was on Easter Sunday. I was
Looking
going to
fresh.
Word of Faith.
All right. We got one more, man. We ain't go too hard on you.
What
You
that other
the
one
mogul,
at, bro?
man. You the mogul. We ain't want to do that one. We ain't want to do this one.
You like a real pastor right
I
now.
got them walk with me, Lord.
Walk with
me.
He don't even care.
He don't even care. Look at him.
Walk with me, Lord. You got the communion pants on, man. You about to...
The choir. Well, boy, clean, bro. Look at the title.
Yo,
Look at the watch.
but
Man, what's that? Hezekiah Walker. He got the
I miss
that's
it, man.
hilarious.
He got the Zacardi Cortez pants on, man.
Well, you see the stitching around the coat, bro.
Oh my
That thing.
God.
Man.
Yes, sir.
That's
The
hilarious.
fresh line.
Wow, that's funny. Y'all got me on that one. Y'all got me.
Them pants like, hey, girl, I could change your life. I'll get you up out of here.
Wow, that's funny.
Where you was headed to, man?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I know I was outside waiting for me if I'm leaning on the wall like.
Boy, that's the Steve Harvey suit, boy.
But it was really all about the shoes and the shirt.
Shoes and shirt code.
That's what it was about. It was about the suit. Actually, I think I was losing weight at that time. That's why it was all huge on me. Like, wow, that's hilarious.
Man, I ain't got nothing else for you, man. I ain't want to go too hard. We got to preserve good relationships around here. I don't want to go too hard.
I don't want no trouble, man.
We don't want no trouble, man.
That's hilarious.
Jay Will, man, we about to wrap it up, man. Let the people
sir.
know what you got coming out next. What's your next moves looking like, you know? Let them also know where they can follow you, find you, and all that great stuff, man. And we going to get you up out of here, brother.
Cool. The next thing coming up after this award show, I have the first ever choir and quartet award show. Because that's going to be going down here in the ATL. After that, we have some other stuff, like I said, coming out tomorrow. We got the first ever gospel hip-hop station on Sirius XM, channel 154 to be exact. That come on at 3 a.m. tomorrow. It'll start airing. So 12 o'clock p.m., check out your boy Jay Williams on there on Sirius XM. Of course, we got the Gospel Hip Hop Awards going on. From there, I'll be going to the Rhythm of Gospel Awards in Jacksonville, Florida on the panel. From there, we got some other stuff happening. I can't remember right now.
There's a lot of stuff. Just checking them out.
Yeah, and then we just got more stuff going on. We got a cruise that we're putting together for next year as well.
2023?
So, yeah, it's going to be a hot cruise. I'll be over putting together a whole show on the cruise. I'm bringing like 20 artists
Who you with?
on the cruise.
Who with this?
Who
I
else?
asked you
Who
off
is
here.
with?
I asked you off here. I think it's the same thing.
It's Doug Jackson is one of the dudes, but I get to put together my own show, so you know it's gonna be official.
Facts.
On the cruise, so we're gonna take it out to the waters. And I've been invited to come to Africa. I've been invited to go to the UK. We got a lot of different things, man. That's just happening right now.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy, man. Let everybody know where they can purchase the Gospel Hip Hop Awards tickets, because you got to make sure y'all go out there and support.
Facts.
For real, purchase your tickets.
Go to eventbrite.com, the Gospel Hip Hop Awards. Eventbrite.com, the Gospel Hip Hop Awards. They can follow me on my website, thejwilmshow1.com. Thejwilmshow1.com. Download the Indie One Network phone app, INDIEONE Network phone app for free. You get access to about 30 plus stations under your fingertips. So you don't need all the other platforms. Just go to Indie One Network and we got all the flavor you need. R&B, hip-hop, all that.
Everything.
Facts. Y'all good? Look,
I'm
man,
good.
Jay
Yeah,
Will,
man.
before you go, man, I just want to give you your flowers. So I'm a young dude out here, just coming up in the radio world, just coming up, just grinding, just trying to build, you know what I'm saying? We all out here trying to build, and you was one of those people that I always looked up to. Just watching your grind, like that upper echelon, the MC Nices of the world, the J Wills of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Chris, I always tell Chris all the time. Chris McNair of the world is like that pocket of guys here in Atlanta that's really moving and shaking and doing it on a big level and doing it on a level of excellence, kingdom excellence. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I definitely want to give you your flowers, man. Thank
Appreciate
you for always
that.
just grinding, and, you know what I'm saying, and just motivating people like us to just do what we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
For
y'all
real.
killing it, bro. I'm
Man,
telling
we
you.
trying to catch up. I told you as soon
we
as you
trying to
walk
catch up
in.
with you,
Killing
man.
it,
You're
bro.
making it hard to catch up, man.
Nah, man, y'all killing it. For real.
Cut it out,
Nah,
man.
I'm
Cut
serious,
it out.
man. Y'all killing it. For real.
That mean we won one of them categories. It's okay. You go ahead and tell us. It's okay.
Sis, don't even do that, please, because boy,
Queen Lee is now officially removed from the fight.
dang girl, look at that.
Security will have a picture at the door.
Pick her up like this under the shoulders. Legs just kicking.
Hey, girl, we'll be back.
I want to ask you a question, though, if y'all don't mind.
What's up? What's up?
That video you sliding out the room on the floor, was that on purpose?
She definitely fell
Wait,
accidentally.
what was
Yeah.
that
The one
about?
where you fell.
You came out the
fell?
room and you was like, boom, and you got back up. I said,
Oh, that's real. That's real.
You really fell? I forgot.
Oh no, that's a
nah,
TikTok.
she fell for real.
I did not.
You fell, sis. It's okay.
She fell for real.
I did not fall.
Yes, you
I did not.
Hey,
It was a
that's-
part of the TikTok.
That's her story and she's sticking to it.
She
But,
lied. Here you go.
That's real.
Yeah, that's you really fell.
No, like, whatever. Everybody Everybody really keep asking me that for real.
Yo.
It must look real.
Says you really.
Do it really look that real?
Says you really
Yes.
does. I forgot to ask you about that. You really
The
does.
camera
You
shook
really-
and everything.
I was like,
Alright, man.
so we got a new award for the best fall in the TikTok video. Goes to Queen Lee.
She gonna fall when she get up the steps too.
I reviewed that. I bet I followed the award show.
I hope you
Please don't.
Don't do no Michelle Williams because we have it.
Michelle, I don't know who that is.
You talking about Wendy?
From
No,
Destiny's
Michelle
Child.
Williams from Destiny's Child.
Yes, you come down the steps and stuff.
Nah, she was just walking.
She came out the stage,
Regular
looked back, and
walking?
just walked and fell. And Beyonce done looked down like,
And just kept singing.
Facts.
Oh my God, that's so messed up.
Bro, she did.
That's messed up.
I didn't even help her up. She got
Hey.
back
Now
up
they
though.
looked at her.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
They looked
Yeah,
down
pull it
like,
up
what you
and show
gonna
you.
do?
I mean,
Stop the choreography.
Now that would have
put a
helped her
hand
up.
down, not put a hand
It would have
down.
been worse. It would have been worse.
they just kept going.
You gonna stop the
She
choreography?
should've started
Look at you.
breakdancing or
Look at
something.
you. Look at you. All right, man. We're gonna get Jay Williams up out of here, man. Did you enjoy yourself, man?
Yo, this was mad fun. I appreciate it for real.
Glad you enjoyed yourself. Listen, Fresh Leftovers Mafia. Make sure y'all go out there and y'all support. All right, if you got family that's in Atlanta, go ahead and buy them a ticket. $85 for 2 days. Buy them a ticket, send it to them, let them surprise them with a gift or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you support, man. Jay Will, we appreciate you pulling up on
Appreciate
us.
y'all, man,
Facts,
for real.
Much love. Fresh Leftovers, we out, man. Cheers, we catch up this week. Peace.
What's up, Kingdom? It's your girl, CEO AALIYAH, with the Fresh Leftovers Radio Show. And I just want to remind y'all to make sure that you are tapping into our YouTube channel. I know you love what you just seen. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your sister, anybody you got to tell. Get the word out. Let us be known.